What's going on, everybody? All right. So I had y'all guess in another video about how much weight you thought I would gain while I was on vacation. And we just got back uh, early yesterday. It's an 11-hour drive for us from Tennessee to St. Petersburg, Florida, and we left out at about 7 p.m. on Friday night. We had to check out Saturday morning anyway, and we were talking about leaving at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And we just didn't want to just get up that early, and we really wasn't going to do nothing the rest of the night anyway except sit around and watch TV or something like that. So we thought, why waste that amount of time? Why have to drive through the traffic on a Saturday? So we just went ahead and left out at 7 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and we arrived home at right at maybe just a little after 6 a.m. on Saturday. The older I get, the more I have insomnia, so that didn't really bother me. I didn't really even get tired till about 30 or 45 minutes before we got home, and I just drank a Monster Energy, and I was good to go. But what this video is about is how much weight did I gain while I was down in Florida. Now, I do want to tell you all this. I did not hold back. I know some people in the comment section said, I don't think you'll gain that much because I think you'll be more conscious about what you're eating. That was not the case. I told y'all whenever I go on vacation, I eat everything I can get my hands on. And I just tell you this as an example. We would go out to eat maybe like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we went to an Italian place a couple times. And I would get the seafood pasta, which was a huge dish. And it came with a salad and the seafood pasta. And I'd eat 2 or 3 of the rolls they'd bring us and stuff like that. And then I'd have a few alcoholic beverages. I don't drink when I'm doing diet. And I rarely ever drink when I'm in Tennessee, period. But I do a little on vacation. And then after I ate all that, I would get a small pizza to take back to the room. So at like 8 o'clock at night, I could just go ahead and have a small pizza to eat as well. So I did not hold back. I ate a whole lemon cake while I was down there with the icing on it, and a whole big thing of brownies that you buy from Publix and stuff. I mean, I ate everything I could get my hands on. I had the biggest fajitas I've ever had in my life. It was a place called Grand Hacienda up the road, and these fajitas even had barbecue ribs on them. I've never seen fajitas with barbecue ribs. Biggest fajitas I'd ever seen. And then while we was at the beach, on this trip, I drank more margaritas than I did water. So that is a lot of calories right there in just the alcoholic beverages that we drank. So without further ado, I had you all put all that in there. I haven't went back through all of it, but you all know what you put. I had you put your guesses in there. And I think I guessed like 6 to 8 pounds, and then I went ahead and said 6 pounds. I gained 8 pounds on the dot. Now, this scale that you see in this photo looks a little different. And the funny thing is, the day we left, the morning we left, I tried to weigh myself, and our scale just quit working. It was an older scale. I didn't see the need to buy a new one as long as this was working. But I changed the battery to 2 or 3 different batteries. None of them worked. So I had to go out and buy a new scale. So that's why this scale looks a little different. It's a little bit harder to read. I didn't think about that when I bought it, because it's got that kind of a blue background with like the bluish white letters, or numbers, not letters, but numbers. Whereas the one we had now had like a gray background with black numbers, and that was a little bit easier to see, but hopefully you can see that. I was 192.8 when we left, and I was 200.8 this morning. I weighed this morning. And I weighed in the morning whenever I took the other one, so it was apples to apples comparison. 8 pounds. I'm ecstatic about that. I know that sounds like a lot. I know it does. I can lose that in about a week and a half, so I'm not extremely worried about that. I'm going to go back on my diet starting tomorrow. There was a few things that I was craving that I wanted to eat, so I just went ahead and got them out of my system this weekend after I got back home. but I'll actually start back tomorrow. I'm going to actually try to start running and doing my push-ups and stuff again tomorrow. If it's not raining, it's supposed to be raining, start raining a little bit this week, but we're in the 70s and 80s for the foreseeable future. So I can get back out and run again and exercise and stuff like that. And I might even be able to lose that 8 pounds this week if the rain holds off. But 8 pounds, that was it. If you guessed 8 pounds, you were 100% correct. I said 6 to 8, and I think I need to go back and watch that video, but I think I originally said 6 pounds. I can't remember. But 8 pounds isn't bad. I can handle 8 pounds. I was, like I said, a week and a half, I'll be back down to where I'm at. And now I need to kind of start toning up a little bit too. Where I'd lost the weight before, this is something about losing weight the way I did this time, the lazy way, as I call it. You don't get toned. You lose the weight, but you don't get toned up. Whereas if you run, do push-ups and sit-ups and stuff like that, you lose the weight quicker, but you actually look a little bit better losing it that way, because you'll tone up and get some muscle tonus, and it just looks a little better. So I've got, I think, about 10 more weeks before my next trip to Florida, somewhere around that time frame. So I'm going to do my best to probably get to about 185-ish, something like that, which is easy to do. I mean, it's 15 pounds. That's literally like 3.5 weeks of what I did before, and if I'm actually exercising, it's 3 weeks easily. So 185 pounds-ish, and I'm going to try to get kind of cut up and toned up in this process and get ready for my next beach trip. My wife is going to actually be doing the same thing. She said she kind of wanted to exercise a little bit and get toned up, so she's actually going to be doing the exact same thing. But again, I'm pretty happy with that. 8 pounds with everything. I've got a video. I didn't actually vlog the entire trip. This was one of the best vacations we've ever had. It was just a great trip. We both thoroughly enjoyed it, and I decided, instead of vlogging it and stuff like that, that I would just make a video like I am right now, except I'll have a lot of like pictures and videos added into it while I'm narrating what I did along the trip, because I did take a lot of pictures. I did take a few short videos and stuff like that. I took a video of our room. So in that video, you will see a lot of the food I ate, which is just stupid amounts of food. I'll put pictures all around here, so you can just see some of it here, but you're going to see most of it in that video. So go check out that video. It'll probably be up after this one. I'm going to try to get that video shot today, which I'll probably be wearing the same thing, but and get it edited and put up later this week. I've got a bunch of notes I took. I did take notes at night when I wasn't doing anything, so I wouldn't forget anything that we did or anything I ate or anything like that. But that video will show more of it and show more of the time we had. But it was a great vacation. Love St. Pete area. The thing I like the most about it down there, and I'll probably mention this in that video too, is the fact that you can walk to like all these restaurants. I didn't have to drive. I could go to the beach. They had a tiki bar. I did buy a Yeti cooler. If you want to know anything about the Yeti Tundra coolers or Tundra 35s, I do believe those are made here in the USA. I had a lot of people say they didn't want to buy Yeti because they was made in China, but the Tundras I do believe are made here in the USA. I did a video about that where I actually tested this thing in real world time at the beach with the 85-degree sun bearing down on it for 7 hours, because we stay at the beach for like 7 hours a day. I showed y'all how much ice was in it, and how much it melted and stuff like that. So it's really real world testing going on for a couple of days there. And I talk about the best way to do it in that video as well, to prep it and stuff like that. So go check out that video if you're interested in coolers. But with all the stuff we drank at the beach, you could go down there, drink all you wanted at the beach, and then you didn't have to worry about driving anywhere to eat that night, because there was probably 10 to 15 restaurants that were really nice within a mile in walking distance. So, we didn't have to worry about who's going to drive that night or anything like that. All we had to do was drink what we wanted to at the beach, walk to wherever we was eating. We could drink what we wanted to there, walk back, no issues, and I really liked that. Again, 8 pounds. So if you guessed it, you was dead on the money. If you're anywhere near it, good job too. But I'm happy with that. Let me know what y'all think. 8 pounds, is that horrible? Is that horrible? If y'all watch the next video and you've seen the stuff I eat, you'd probably be like, how'd you not gain 35 pounds back? I don't know. My metabolism just gets fast sometimes, I guess. But I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.